Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. This is going to be Minneapolis-Moline prototype 445 tractor number X231 restoration series part 43. I think that's what we're up to now. Really hadn't planned on doing any X231 work here, but Mother Nature kind of made the decision for me. Pretty nasty outside now, hot, humid, storming and everything else, but we've got the air conditioner running. It's really nice in the shop back here, so life is good. So, part 42, if you remember, we left off with forming the new 2-3 shift fork blank. This tube arrived in the mail the other day. I decided that rather than try and salvage the old 2-3 shift rail, which is pretty tough, I'm just going to make an all new one. So this is 5/8 diameter drill rod, exact same diameter as these old shift rails were. Let's just check it in the bores real quick. All right, goes through the front bore. True test is to see how it lines with the rear, and perfect. Excellent fit. That's going to make an awesome new shift rail. But before I start turning the new shift rail, I first need to duplicate the collar that's welded to the old 2-3 shift fork. Now this measures out, it averages out as 1.060 outside diameter. It's 1.25 inches deep, and I will size the inside to 5/8 to match this new drill rod right here. So the material I'm going to use is just mild steel. I have chunks of this stuff. It's plenty good on the OD. It's got about a 1/2 inch ID hole in it, so that's going to cut down on some of the machining I have to do. I think we're about 1.25 inches on the outside, so I don't have to take a whole lot of material off of that, and the inside is pretty well sized already anyway. I just need to take that out a little bit more, size it to that drill rod. So I think I'm going to just chop a piece of this off, go put it in the small lathe, and we'll get to work. Alright, now to see where I'm at on the OD, these calipers are going to be plenty close enough for this application. 1.060, liking that. So now I need to take the cutter bit out of the holder and put the boring bar in to start taking out the ID. Alright, so by measurement, I am darn close to having the proper inside diameter. So just to check, I lopped off a short little chunk of my drill rod, which is going to become the new shift rail. I'm going to use this just for sizing purposes. And checking the fit, it's very close, but I just need to take a little bit more material out of there. So without advancing the depth of the boring bar, I'm going to leave the settings right where they are and just drift that thing in and out 1 or 2 more times just to do some cleanup passes, and we'll recheck. Okay, so we have some shavings on the bar, which indicates that it did cut some more, because whenever you have a small diameter, a little boring bar like that, there's always some flex as it goes in because there's some pressure on it, so it flexes out a little bit. So then when you take it out, even if you do not advance its depth, you run it in again, there's less and less pressure, so it returns more to its normal position and cuts a little bit for you every time. So that's how we take minute amounts of metal out when we're really close. So now we'll take the piece of the drill rod we're using for sizing, and you know what? I'm pretty darn happy with that fit. Just slides, minimal little click side to side. So We're going to leave it right there, right where it is. Now I just need to dress up the cut off end of this sleeve here. So we're just about done. And here's the finished product, 1.060 outside diameter, 1.25 inch long, and the inside is finished to just a bit over 5/8, and our little sizing plug goes through there just fine. So that is going to get welded on the blank right about in that area right there. I don't know about you guys, but I think I can see a shift fork inside of there. Just have to take the unnecessary material out at this point. So pretty reasonable copy of what's on the old broken and welded and damaged original 2-3 fork. But unfortunately, that's about all I'm going to have time for tonight, so I'm going to wrap the video right here. I think what I'm going to do as I progress here is take a little bit more material now out of the new blank, start getting some of these contours in, get some of this excess material off, get it a little bit closer to what the finished size has to be, and I'll likely end up building some sort of a fixture around the old broken fork so that I can accurately locate the sleeve on here, know where I need to weld it, continue that 5/8 bore hole the rest of the way through so it fits the new rail. But I've got a little bit of thinking to do before I get before I jump, you know, both feet first into that. Guys, thanks for watching. I'm going to keep rolling on here. Hope to see you back again.